This is Raj from bimmodeler.com. So in this video tutorial, we're going to see how to create this plastic water tank. And this is again for a beginner friendly and which is very useful for a beginner who's trying to learn Revit families. And in this series, also we have a tank family in our website. You'll be able to search tank and you will get different tanks and tankless electric geyser also there listed, and there are many industrial tanks also available. As you know, we do videos as get it or get it done, get the family or get it done by yourself by watching it. Also, you will be able to get the family from our website, get it or get it done from us as a service. If you need your for your project, if you need any BIM families, we will be able to do it for you. Do let us know if you need any services from our side. And with that, what I have here is that I have created a image, imported the image, and I have set up the plan views, and I have set up the dimension, whatever the dimension it's shown. We have set up that the dimension with the equal constraint. So with that, I'm going with the front view. I'll be able to do the same dimension I have here. I have to draw. I don't have a internal parts of this tank. We can assume that there is a thickness for this tank, and we can see that there is a portion at the top which is need to be drawn. So with that, I'm going to go ahead with the simple geometry here. So here we're going to use the revolve object, and which requires one closed profile and a center axis line that we needed. And with that, I'm going to go ahead with the object of a rectangle, which is going to indicate the dimension as from here to here. I'll be controlling this all the lines again, and this is not a parametric family, so we can uh, we can have it as we like it, which is nothing wrong in it. So we can go ahead and fill it the corners as per the dimension. If you are a manufacturer, you'll have your own dimension, so you can take it up. And I like to go with around 100. Once these two ends are done, we knew that we will have an opening here in this place. So around in this place, maybe we can say around 400, and I'll draw a line like this at the top, and I'll extend this line like this. You can trim and extend like this. Now we may have to have a line which is offsetted as a thickness all over the place. And if you also needed yeah, object which is shows the indication of the threads we have along the path, which is a structural support for the tank actually. So if you wanted to show more detail level, you can do that. I will show just two lines or three lines in the bottom and top lines places, because which requires trim and extend more options. As a beginner, it is very useful for you to also, and how you can practice with the trim and extend, you can do that. I will split this. Split is a shortcut, SL. You can click here, trim and extend, and I can copy this. Even I can array this. What I would do is I'll copy this middle at the end. So as I said, you have to do it multiple times. I'm doing only 3 times here. Trim and extend again, TR. And make sure you select all the lines and see that is there any dots like this. You see, now we have a dot which indicates that which is not connected properly, or we have extra lines over in this place. So we may get error in the later time. We have to check that, wait and see that something is disconnected or odd here. Okay, we'll check that once the loop is done. Once this is done, we can go ahead and offset the line. So with the thickness of 1 inch, we can say, or 2 inch, whatever the thickness the manufacturer does. We can use the tab key By default, arc's value is small, so automatically it deletes and adds a line here. And that's what we need, an internal portion. We can have a straight lines. And since it's not continuous, it's viewing from this place. And we can use the another offset. I can delete and use the trim and extend continuously here. From here, what I can do is I can do the trim and extend of this place so that it acts as a cap in that place. And here I can use the trim and extend for this portion, and I can delete this line. Now what I'll do is I'll select it and make sure that what is happening here, something is weird here. So if it is, let's check the error. If it makes any error, create axis line and nothing wrong in it, just a graphical things that we have. So once it is done, and we do have a sloped, actually it's a sloped tank or a curvy tank at the top, but we can go whatever the shape that we needed, which is very simple option in the revolve. We can do that as well. So what I can do is I can remove this two lines. I can make it down a bit, and I can even move this to the exact dimension that we have. We can create the arc shape, whatever the shape that we like to have. It's, we can have it upwards or downwards, um, whatever the direction that we like to have. Same way, 1 inch offset we have to do. And we can finish it. So once this is done, the tank is done. Now you can see that this is how it appears. We have to model the cap, and we have a support system at the top as well. So what I can do is I can copy this line and finish this, create an extrusion, and paste the same line, actually the same place. I can go ahead and use the paste from clipboard also, and make sure that it sits on the 0 0 place so that it comes in the same place, and use a line and direction that you needed, any direction that you would like to have. And use the trim and extend and normal modify tools. We have a complete modify tools in our library, in our YouTube channel. You can watch that, the complete tutorial is available. Once this is done, we can finish this and go to the plan view, and view range is very less, and we can check that in 3D. I'll have another tutorial about how to adjust the view range in family. And in the 3D, we will be able to check that 250 on this side. I like to keep 150 on each side, 150, and the other 150 on this side. It should not be here like this. Even we can extend this portion and cross with this element, and we can make a void extrusion in this place to cut this like here like this, and we can cut this portion out of this so that it will be finished perfectly. But for beginner, let it be as it is. If you understand, you can practice that. So once this is done, what I can do is I can do the rotate command or array command. Rotate command with the copy option ticked, and what I'm doing is I'm copying those two objects, or we can use the control is that I made it, and we can use the mirror once. It comes to the right side, This is how it appears. And now we can use the rotate command with copy option ticked. If we rotate 90-degree, we'll get it. Even we can, as I said, we can use the array also. If you need the clean option here, you have to extend it and use the void cut. And then you do the array option or the copy and rotate option. So this is how you'll be able to do it. For the cap, it's very simple again. Go to the front view. Create a revolve again. And we will be able to draw the shapes that we needed. And it's going beyond our dimension that we have. So for now, it's fine. We can just draw the elements if it is needed. And the axis. So this is how you'll be able to make your tank. And if you need pipes, you can have the water pipes in the extrusion in this place, and you can add the connectors, the pipe connectors in that place as well for the top and bottom sides. You can do that. Do let me know if you have tried that and if you are succeed on that. And with that, see you on the next tutorial. As I said, if you need any Revit trainings or if you need any BIM services, do let us know in our website. There is a chat. You will be able to chat with us. That, see you on the next tutorial. Bye bye.